draw this. It's already given in the question paper. I needed to explain this question. So we have a beautiful circle, and let me complete the diagram. So we have the following chords. So this point is P and V. Then there is a hit here. This is Q, and there is a hit. This is R, and there is a hit here. In fact, the line actually stretches. Okay, and there is a hit. And that completes. So this is T, this is R, this is S. This angle is 60 degrees. This angle is 75 degrees. Now we are asked to find, of course we are given the following information. We are given that QRS is a straight line. And PQRT and V are on the circumference of the circle. Okay, so PVR, so this is 75 degrees. Okay, now we are asked to find, let me write that down. PVR is 75 and TRS is 60 degrees. We are asked to find the angle PTR. Okay, now let me connect the chord. Okay, I'm going to consider this chord. Now this chord PR subtends the angle at V. We observe that the chord PR subtends angle V by the chord angle theorem, or so I can write that down here, chord angle theorem, or angle subtended by the chord theorem. So what is the theorem states? Angles subtended by the same chord are equal. So this means chord PR, which subtends angle T, means angle V will be equal to angle T, which is nothing but 75 degrees, which in turn means angle PTR is equal to 75 degrees. Okay, so this angle will also be 75. Okay, that is the solution for this question. Now let's move on to the next one. We are asked to find angle TPQ. So TPQ, okay. Now this is the angle we need. Alright. Now for that, what I wish to do, I would like to get this angle. Now what is this entire angle? It's 180 degrees. So this angle is going to be 180 minus 60, which is nothing but 120. Now PTRQ is a cyclic quadrilateral. That means sum of the opposite angles is equal to 180 degrees. So I'm going to write this down here. Since PTRQ is a cyclic quadrilateral, angle at P plus angle at R is equal to 180 degrees. Since angle at, you see this angle, since angle at R is 120, angle at R is 120, angle at P plus angle at plus 120 is equal to 180, which means P is equal to 180 minus 120. So P is equal to 60 degrees. Okay. So this is 60 degrees, which means TPQ, this angle is 60 degrees. Okay, next they are asking to find the angle POR. Okay, now this POR, O is at the center. Now if I were to connect this is going to be the central angle. Okay, now you see here this chord PR is subtending this angle. The same chord is subtending an angle at the circumference. Now we are going to use this theorem. The angle subtended by the chord PR at the center will be twice the angle subtended by the same chord at the circumference. Okay, so this means angle POR is equal to 2 times angle PTR. PTR is 75. So this means this is going to be 150 degrees. So angle POR is 150 degrees. Okay, that's the solution for this question. It's a lovely question. Let's move on to the next one. Now this is the next question. Let me write the question down. Person at top of a lighthouse TB sees two ships S1 and S2 approaching the coast. Now the angle of depression are 12 degrees and 20 degrees. The ships are 110 meter apart. Okay, so we are asked to complete the diagram. So we have the so this is the horizontal, this is the lighthouse. Okay, say so this is T, this is B, this is S1, S2. Now depression is 12 degrees and 20 degrees. Okay, so this is going to be 12, this is going to be 20 degrees. So by alternate angle, this one is going to be 12 degrees. Okay, and this entire thing is 20, this is 12, so this angle is going to be 8 degrees. So the distance between these two ships is 110 meters. Okay, so this would be the figure, completed figure. Now let's also calculate this angle S1. So angle S1 is going to be from 180 degrees, we subtract 8 and 12, so that is going to give us 160 degrees, angle S1. So this angle is 160. Okay, so that is for the diagram. Let's do the next part of the question. So the next we are asked to find the distance between the top of the lighthouse and ship S2. So this distance is required. So let me draw that. Okay. If I were to so this is S1, S2, this is 110 meters apart. Now this angle is 60 degrees, this angle is 8 degrees, 8, this angle is 12 degrees. Now we need this distance. Okay, so by sine rule we will use this S1, S2 divided by this angle. It's going to be sine of 8 degrees is equal to this distance. So this is going to be T S2 divided by this angle, sine 160 degrees. Now S1, S2 is already got, you know that. So T S2 is equal to S1, S2 110 multiplied with sine of 160, okay, divided by sine 8 degrees. So if you were to evaluate this, 110 multiplied with, you can use a calculator, sine of 160 divided by sine 8 degrees. This is going to give you an approximate value of 270.3, which is taken to be as 270 meters. So this distance is 270 meters. Okay. Now the next is they are asking us to find the height of the lighthouse. They want us to get this height. Now for that we need to get this angle. Now this entire thing is 90 degrees. Okay, so from 90 degree I subtract this angle, I get 70 degrees. So this is the angle at T. this is 70 degrees. Now what we are going to do is we will have to use the sine rule again to obtain the height of the lighthouse. What I'm going to do is I'm going to consider this entire angle. This is T, B and S2. Now this distance is 270. This angle is 12 degrees. This angle is 90 degree, right? This is 90 degrees. So by sine rule, this is 270 divided by sine of 90 is equal to TB divided by sine 12. Now TB is needed, so TB is equal to sine 12 degrees times 270. Sine 90 is 1. So we need to get this sine 12 multiplied with 270. So that would give us a value of 56 meters. In fact, we don't need to calculate this 70 at all. It's just straightforward. So that is the conclusion of this particular question. We move on to the next one.